We're here with our old friend, Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. Now, Richard, you just told me something very important that you wanted me to say, but I don't remember what it was, so can you say it for me? It was something about numbers and percentages and things that I don't understand.
This is the best way for loan officers to keep the majority of the revenue that they earn every year, just like a real estate agent.
Got it.
You know, real estate agents pay what we call a cap in industry. Normally, it's around $16,000 to $20,000, and then after they pay in their commission to reach that for the company, they keep 100% of it. So we're going to do the same thing at Richard Toccato Companies. You as a loan officer are going to pay us a cap of $16,000, and everything else you keep, everything else you earn is yours. So real quick, an example: if you make $200,000 in a year, I'm going to take $16,000 of it, and then you're going to keep $184,000. The traditional model that loan officers work on now, they do $200,000 in revenue, and they keep about $80,000 or $100,000.
Really?
So this is going to change the game. We're going to do what other real estate firms have been doing for years, but we're doing it on the mortgage broker side.
And this is something that's not being done anywhere. It's totally different.
Totally different, not being done anywhere else. We're also going to have revenue share. So if you bring loan officers to us, you're going to make money off, you're going to make money from a downline, just like EXP or Keller Williams.
Wow.
So it's you got to check it out. Just go to workwithrichard.info. It's simple, workwithrichard.info. See if it's for you. Give me a call. Let's have a conversation.
Okay, you want me to try to say it?
Yeah, you say it.
Check it out, workwithrichard.info.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying all the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
Our nation's second president, John Adams, always slept on the left side of the bed. He believed this would increase his chances of having positive dreams and a more successful next day. That's why every mattress we sell here at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress includes a left side.
And for those that prefer waking up on the right side of the bed, our mattresses come with one of those too.
This President's Day, you can save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic sets. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. Uncensored, unedited, and almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
My son sent me a video yesterday, and he sends a lot of things that are things that he finds to be humorous, and most of the time I find them to be humorous as well. He sends you a lot of stuff too, doesn't he, Riggins? And he's kind of twisted. People ask, well, what are your kids like? Are your kids funny? Yeah, both of my kids are funny, but in different ways. Now, y'all have probably seen this a million times because I think it came from the TikToks, and I don't see a lot of the TikTok stuff, but it made me laugh when I shouldn't have. It's one of those things you shouldn't really laugh at that. It is a young fella who is a preacher, and he's in church delivering his sermon, and he's about to give give these Bible verses to the congregation. Have y'all seen that? Okay. No. Well, here's the audio and the way that he got so excited with his words in telling the congregation that he was about to give them the hardcore Bible verses.
Just skip a little bit, but I'm gonna give you this. Somebody told me one time I don't have to preach it all at the same time. I could cut it like Subway and give you a 6-inch in the morning and a 6-inch at night. That's not my style. I'm going to shove this entire foot long down your throat.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
Oh, no.
That is unreal. And it's like you see something, like you see it
when he
coming.
said 6 inches, you were
like you don't know, you know where you're going to end up. You just don't know how you're going to get there. That's phenomenal.
And it just gets worse. Like it just gets worse and worse.
Just skip a little bit, but I'm going to give you this. Somebody told me one time I don't have to preach it all at the same time. I could cut it like Subway and give you a 6-inch in the morning and a 6-inch at night. That's not my style. I'm going to shove this entire foot long down your throat.
There is no way, if I'm sitting in that service, that I don't just, like, I'm busting out laughing at that.
Yeah, he looked nervous, kind of.
no.
Doing it. I don't know. He can, like I said, he's young, so he may be new to the preaching game. I don't know, but
Oh, and then for somebody to share it on the internet, that's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
the poor kid. Oh,
Oh man, and the music is perfect behind it.
His cadence was great.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's probably a good preacher. Just
yeah,
uses
maybe.
the wrong.
And he's clearly got to
Comparison.
feel the way he brings it down in that moment with the song. Like, okay, he knows what he's doing.
did you run that analogy by anybody else though? Like when he's like working on that, your parents don't go. Let me hear what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I just want to hear that.
Just skip a little bit, but I'm going to give you this. Somebody told me one time I don't have to preach it all at the same time. I could cut it like Subway and give you a 6-inch in the morning and a 6-inch at night. That's not my style. I'm going to shove this entire foot long down your throat.
I'll give you 6 inches in the morning, 6 inches at night.
That is bad.
So that's kind of stuff that I hear from my son during the day.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing.
That is phenomenal.
So, Tech D Rob, did you say that you were about to go see Dune Poon 2 again this week?
Today.
Today, you're going to see Dune Poon 2 that you already saw last week.
I saw about 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And why are you? Isn't it like 3.5 days long when you go in? Doesn't it take that long for the movie to play?
2:45 is the runtime, which means I'll be in the theater probably for 3.25.
Yes, you like to get in there and get settled in.
I got to see the previews.
Mm-hmm. And why are you going to see it? You could put yourself through that again.
Well, because it's going to leave the IMAX format soon, and it's the optimal way to see it. And I saw it in a different format before.
Oh! I thought you saw it in the IMAX when you saw it the first time.
No, I saw it.
You saw it the trashy way.
Well,
the
no,
first
I saw
time.
it in what they call the Dolby Vision because I didn't realize that IMAX is the way it was filmed. It was the way it was filmed, so I didn't get the full experience.
So today you're going to a different theater, to the IMAX theater to watch it.
I know, right? Is that crazy? Now look,
So bad.
I enjoyed the movie The Titanic.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that when I saw it back in the 90s when it was in the theaters. Yeah. But as I was leaving the theater, I said, yeah, that was really good. But there's no way I'm ever going to be able to watch that again. That's too long. It was 2.5 hours, I think, wasn't it?
It's 3.25.
Oh, it was that?
Yeah,
it was
over
longer?
3 hours.
Well, yeah.
It was on 2 VHSs.
Right. There's no way I'm going to be able to. And I haven't. And all this time, I have not watched the Titanic movie again.
Well,
but 2 hours and 45 minutes, and you just can't wait to get back and watch all that shit again.
But again, more importantly to me, though, is the fact that he said he's expecting to be there about 3.25 because he wants to make sure he doesn't miss any of the previews. So the previews are now about 20 minutes before the movie, the previews start. So you'll be in there over 3 hours, about 3 hours and 15 minutes total.
Hell yeah.
And when you go to the rich people theater like that, do you still have to sit through that annoying Menounos or whatever her name is?
Yeah,
trivia and
Maria
stuff?
Menounos,
Yeah.
she's there.
Yeah, she's adorable. I'll give her that. She's beautiful. But, I mean, they could update those things every now and then. I mean, they're asking trivia questions about stuff that happened 20 years ago.
Newbie, right? Isn't that what it's called?
Newbie. But they still have that at the rich people theater?
I'm going to AMC at Concord Mills. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, IMAX don't you pay more for IMAX?
I don't pay more for it, but most people do.
Yeah, it's the elite theater. Go with me, Rob.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Not everybody can just walk into an IMAX at any time and,
I'm just
and
saying,
do it.
the places where my theaters are is not.
Is that you don't pay more because that's part of your movie deal?
Yeah. The AMC A-list thing I have, I can see any version of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
You might not live to see Dune 3.
Dune Poon 3.
Wow. Because it's going to leave IMAX?
Yeah, because Ghostbusters comes out on Friday.
And you're going to see Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah, I'm going to see Ghostbusters tomorrow. Yeah.
And what is this new Ghostbusters?
It's called Ghostbusters: The Frozen Empire, and it's the sequel to the Ghostbusters from a few years ago, and it will have.
Was Paul Rudd one?
Yeah, Paul Rudd, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and others.
Not all those women.
No,
wasn't that Ghostbusters?
Yeah, I think they're just
illegal?
ignoring that one like it never happened.
Yeah. So he's going to see Dune 2, then Ghostbusters. But weren't you supposed to go see something else? Did you say you were going to see something else?
Yeah, I had originally purchased a ticket to go see Immaculate, which is the new Sydney Sweeney's horror movie.
Yeah.
But there was only one other seat taken, and I just didn't want to interrupt somebody's, jerking it session or whatever.
So you figure if only one person is in the theater, he's going to be playing with himself,
for sure.
looking at Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And so he's not going now because only one other person had bought a ticket.
Really? Look, I didn't want that dude to be disappointed. I know that's what he went there for.
How awkward would you feel though, Rob, with your social anxiety, if it's just you and one other person in there, and you're just like, oh my God, he knows that like I'm the only person that he sees, and I'm just the two of us. It seems like it'd be more comfortable if there are a few people in the theater for you rather than just one.
Yeah, it's definitely weirder when it's just one other person, for sure.
And you just assume, because it's a Sydney Sweeney movie, that it's a guy that's got one seat is taken by a guy who's going to get himself off while he's watching the movie.
100%. There's no reason. What? Yeah, I'm the only person who wants to actually.
I was about to say. You almost said it too. That's why you don't want to go, because he would interrupt your session. That's what it is, isn't it? So why?
I guess it doesn't sound good.
So you're saying that the only reason that he would be going is so he could do that because the movie's terrible, but you were going to go anyway.
No, I don't think the movie's going to be terrible, but I feel like I'm one of the only people that's actually looking forward to it. For the reasons of it being a movie, not to see Sydney Sweeney.
What if Rob wasn't here Monday because he got arrested at the theater for masturbating to Sydney Sweeney?
So, do you think Sydney Sweeney is she one that cranks your tractor, Rob?
Oh yeah, she's very attractive.
Yeah, he likes her.
Mm-hmm.
She's very pretty.
Everybody does.
So, and then he just told off on himself. He's like, oh shit! So I thought I was going to be the only one in there, and now this other dude's in there. And now I can't do my thing. Yeah. So. Man,
this is bullshit.
So you got 2 movies, and then you had to cancel a movie, and then you're going to play games, right?
Yeah, I'm going to play the new Star Wars card game I've been playing.
Okay.
When is that? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. After the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what are you going to do Saturday?
Probably going to go play that Star Wars card game.
It's like this is shaping up to be the nerdiest week ever.
Yeah, I mean, especially since he cut out the Sydney Sweeney part.
Yeah.
That was the only thing.
Cool thing I was doing.
Public masturbation was the only thing that he had cool going on. I mean, wow.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities. And we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community, where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culver's.